Good afternoon, everybody. It's Jared Moore with My Life Fitness. I'm here with Jordan. He is one of the managers here at Vitamin Shop in Newport News. I know Jordan for probably about 3 or 4 years now. When I am tired of having those meathead conversations in the gym about protein, pre-workout, and we want to get some more in-depth knowledge, I come and talk to Jordan. Again, you guys can come in here. He is a knowledge base I totally trust. For those of you guys that follow me. Today, though, due to some requests, we're going to be doing a video on branched-chain amino acids. Personally, one of my favorite supplements, and we'll talk about when to take it and what's involved in it. But basically, the general basis of branched-chain amino acids is, again, your muscle is made of protein. Proteins are made of amino acids, and these particular amino acids are chained, and so they're called branched-chain amino acids. They're actually another 20 common amino acids that you can purchase and utilize for the body. But the specific ones we're talking about muscle growth and recovery, also some help with some brain activity as far as producing serotonin and things like that we'll go into, is the branched-chain amino acids, leucine, isoleucine, and valine. And so we're going to go over a couple products. Again, this is Jordan, and he's going to kind of give you some general knowledge about the research studies and things like that. So if you want to go ahead.
Yeah, branched chain amino acids, 3 of your 20 essential. Basically, amino acids are the building blocks of life. And with your branched chain amino acids, the most important one out of all 3 is going to be your leucine. Leucine actually helps with protein synthesis, which is a fancy way of saying that your body can just better utilize protein to help with rebuilding, repairing, and depending on how much it's taken, can help with growth. Isoleucine is one of your branched chains that's going to help with glucose uptake, so it can actually help with that fatigue. It can help with the serotonin uptake, which can actually help to prolong endurance. Valine, they're still doing a little bit more research on it because there's about 150 medical journals on BCAAs and 94 of them are on leucine alone. Valine, still, science is kind of a little bit iffy on it.
But they do assist with what's called gluconeogenesis, which is basically breaking down, as we talked about with the insulin videos, the glucogen or the glycogen in the muscles. And so again, the BCAAs are going to allow more breaking down and more synthesis of that protein in the body. And since this is, again, broken down protein, it's going to be utilized by the body faster. So as opposed to taking a meal, most people can't even work out on a full stomach. So this is a good idea. So when would you suggest that people take BCAAs?
Well, with BCAAs, I know for myself personally, since I do intermittent fasting, I have during my 19-hour fast. You really can't have them before workout. You can have them during workout, or you can even have them post-workout. With that, personally, I prefer to have them during my workouts because it's going to help with my hydration and it's going to help with that. It's going to help with that endurance to help delay that serotonin buildup because when you exercise, your body is actually increasing serotonin intake, which can cause symptoms of fatigue. And so when you have the leucine, isoleucine, and valine, it actually kind of helps to delay the activation of the serotonin production.
So aka just like a pre-workout, you're gonna have more energy, more endurance. Again, and these things, just on a simple sense, they taste delicious. Most of them taste like a Gatorade. Sometimes with supplement flavors, there's hit or miss, but most of them you really can't go wrong with. And it's better than carrying in a big gallon of water like I do half the time during prep. If you can flavor it, this stuff is amazing. So we're going to talk about a couple products here. So as far as amounts of BCAAs, how much should these people be taking at a minimum?
At a minimum, well, with that, a lot of it's based on body weight. Okay. So
as with most supplements that people don't realize.
I know that the total upper tolerance limit is usually at around 1.25 grams per kilo of body weight. Typical average is around 500 milligrams per kilo of body weight. Commonly, a lot of people do anywhere from as little as 5 to as many as about 25 to 30 grams of BCAAs in any given day. You do have some people that do as high as 50 to even 60, but at that point, some people do have side effects such as possible gastrointestinal upset or fancy way of just saying bubble guts.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so in a sense, we'll go roughly a minimum of 5 grams into possibly 20 grams. Again, if you're having this 2 or 3 times a day. And on average, most of the products have between 5 to 10. We actually have here a couple that have 10. And again, brand something we didn't mention yet. They're best utilized during a calorie deficit. This is going to help prevent muscle degradation. And so again, you're breaking down these muscles and they need to recover. A lot of people, just to go real quick into it, you go to the gym every single day, you're breaking this muscle down. And they're like, why am I not getting any bigger? Well, you're not growing in the gym. You're growing outside of the gym. And that's why, again, as we talk about with our My Life Fitness programs, the diet is so important. It's 80%. The other part's just 20%. And again, when it comes to supplementation, listen to the word. It's supplementation. It's not food. It's things that we can add into the programs. A lot of the programs that I have, very minimal supplements. And we'll continue the videos and go on as we progress. And again, Jordan's also just a great knowledge base. He's not going to just shove stuff down your throat. Sometimes you go down to GNCs and all these bigger companies and they just shove stuff down your throat. So to go into the supplements he recommends here, go ahead and pick them up and show them to people.
Well, the first one I'm going to show, it's by New Breed. It's Helix. It's Helix BCAA. That's a 10-gram serving of your BCAAs, and you will notice it is in a 10 to 1-to-1 ratio. When you see a lot of BCAAs, we're broken down in a ratio of leucine to isoleucine and valine. This one, while it is in a high amount and it is very high in leucine, which is also nice, it has very little leucine and very little valine.
Okay.
Isoleucine and very little valine. The isoleucine is going to help with that glycogen. The leucine is going to be that protein synthesis. I will say it also has added things in it, such as a beta-alanine to help with increasing endurance because of delaying lactic acid buildup.
It's a burning sensation you get when you're, say, working calves.
Yeah.
It feels like your legs are on fire. That's lactic acid building up the muscles. So again, the beta-alanine will help with that. We'll do another video later on.
And then it has a little bit of electrolytes in it to keep you to also help with hydration during your workout. They have a few different flavors. They have a mango, lemon drop. Personally, I like lemon drop candy.
Sounds delicious.
And then Bomb Pop, which is your red, white, and blue popsicle that you would get on the ice cream truck back in the day.
Again, much better than drinking water. Yeah. Sounds delicious.
Yeah.
And then also I noticed it has agmatine, also some citrulline, things for pump. Basically, it dilates the veins or opens up the veins to absorb more blood. And again, it stretches the fascia of the muscle. And again, with that stretch of the muscle, or the pump, as most meatheads call it, the longer we can hold that pump, again, the more the muscle will change.
And to also help with that nutrient uptake.
Absolutely. So next one here.
Next one here we have is the Tripep BCA by Metabolic Nutrition.
Great company. I actually like a lot of their products. They're basically, they really focus on uptake, making sure things are buffered, making sure things are right enzymes are attached to them. So this is a company to definitely check out, Metabolic Nutrition.
And this one is also a 10-gram BCA. I like this one a little bit more because it is in the clinically tested 2 to 1-to-1 ratio of your leucine to isoleucine and valine.
And we didn't touch on that, but the 2 to 1 ratio is what you want. Yeah. So you want 2 times as much leucine as you do the others.
Yeah.
So make sure you look at that. It's always good to check the labels, just like you do with your food. You check your carbs, your fats, all these other things. Check the labels. If the milligrams are off, if you don't know, message me. But if the milligrams are off, or come talk to Jordan. They're basically taking money from you, and so don't let that happen.
Because sometimes you'll see a 4 to 1-to-1 or a 6 to 1-to-1, or I've even seen a 12 to 1-to-1. And while people think that the higher ratio is better, sometimes that's not always the case.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And again, the supplements, most of them are not FDA regulated. So, if you look at the labels and you go, oh, the first ingredient is such and such, and you're like, oh, that's good. That doesn't necessarily mean that's what it's full of. Yeah. So, especially if it's a proprietary blend, which we'll go into a whole other video about. But you always want to look, and if it's not telling you how many milligrams are in it, I probably wouldn't get it, because you want to know. I want to know how much I'm getting of these things.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what you're putting in your body. You know how many carbs, you know with fats, you know all those stuff. Why wouldn't you do that with supplements?
Yeah.
Pre-workouts are, a whole nother thing. Also, one more product. I meant to bring it with me. I actually have it at home. Nutrition Corner, which is the local store around here, has one called Core ABC. They are actually fantastic as well. They have a 2 to 1 to 1, 10 grams of BCAAs. Also has the beta-alanine, as we had mentioned, the citrulline for pump. It also has a little bit of glutamine, which is another amino acid to help with recovery. So just to kind of do a shout out to them. If you're in the area, again, Nutrition Corner's got it all. But also Vitamin Shop has it all as well. So it's good to kind of bounce around, check it out again. And as far as if you just want to learn something, come in here, talk to Jordan. And so that is basically the gist of BCAAs. Again, as far as I'm concerned, I think Jordan as well, I would highly recommend them to add into your routine, particularly even if you're fasting, again, to prevent that muscle degradation, or if you just want to get more out of your workouts. You're tired of just shoving pre-workout down and you want to actually take something that is clinically proven to, again, help with that gluconeogenesis, help with the synthesis of the protein during the workouts. These things were created to instantly be absorbed by the body during your training, so you can train harder, get the gains that everybody's looking for. So again, this is Jared Moore with My Life Fitness. Check out our programs. We'd love to help you. And again, Jordan with Vitamin Shop, Newport News. Come check him out. Come talk to him. He'll give you some knowledge. All right. Thanks guys for checking us out, and we'll talk to you later.